So back, episode 44, I think, of Adam Speaks. So I was thinking about how I could maybe make things a little more interesting. So I started kind of writing some stuff down. And so today, I thought of so for my road race training a few years ago, what I would do is I'd run and then I'd come back and I would kind of put together a short story with like a different idea sort of, and I never really did anything with them. And this morning I kind of started thinking of some of those ideas sort of, and so this one, I'm crossing the street, I think. So this one, I don't know what I really want to. I want to do something with all the ideas, but I don't know exactly what to do. So here is one of an idea that I thought of this morning that I think would be interesting to. I don't know if it would be Okay, so I'm just going to get into it, and then maybe I'll explain it as I go. I'm not going to. There probably won't be a beginning, middle, and end to this story. There might. It's going to be more of just kind of. It's more brainstorming, kind of thinking of ideas for the concept. But so, here it is basically. So, and it's pretty much, it's either going to be one of these two things. It's either going to be, I can do the idea of the concept, or it'll be a story about the concept and kind of how it's all developed. So, the idea is to come out with maybe a 30, I don't know, so it's a movie, but it might not, maybe not the length of a movie. Maybe it's 30 minutes, maybe it's 45 minutes, maybe it's the length of a movie, I don't know. But it would be interesting to then put the movie somewhere where people can view it and comment on it. And then as people comment on it, there's changes that are made. So it's the same story, it's just updated, and it's just updated with what people are saying. So this is where I got into, I don't know if I would come up with this story, with the actual story of what the movie / show / episode of whatever would be, or if it would just be a concept of the people actually maybe storyboarding and coming up with this idea and kind of following their path along how the idea unfolds. So, but basically it's just, they come out with the movie or episode, and then they take people's comments, and I mean, hopefully if this continues for maybe a few weeks, it would have to be a week process, it would probably be, or it could be a month process. I don't know. I'm not exactly. See, this is where I'm kind of just spitballing and trying to figure it out while I'm speaking out loud. You figure it could be a week, I guess. It could be a week, I guess, or it could be every 2 weeks, or it could be every month. But what basically, obviously, like I said, you take it, you put it out there, and you change things what people are saying. So if people are like, oh, it would be cool if this happened, and I think the other kind of thing would be that obviously you're going to get the comments that are like, oh, like, this is stupid, like those comments obviously wouldn't help. But any of the constructive comments about either maybe something about a character, because I think that's also an interesting kind of area.
Yeah, that was the FBI.
It's also an interesting area you look at where you either have some sort of forum, or even maybe Reddit, or places where people comment on stuff and they come up with fan theories of different areas, parts of the show where they could be changed. And I don't think I think I saw something in the news about HBO is doing some HBO series where it's choose your own adventure or something. It's like that, but each time the episode comes out, it's the same episode with the minor changes. minor changes to that specific episode. But it's the same one. So see, this is where I think the concept would be interesting to do, but I think it would be the logistics of it. The logistics of it would be a little bit more complicated, maybe a little more complicated than actually putting it together. So maybe coming up with the story would be interesting, because then you could pretty much just do whatever you want, and then whatever ends up working, it's all fiction, so anything could work, technically. But I think that would be an interesting kind of concept, is to do that with the comments, and to change it based on the comments and then have it be the same but with difference. And I guess that would also be the issue where if it's at first there's only a few comments, you wouldn't want to come out with the same content over and over again. So maybe I guess you could pay people, or you could somehow pay a company to watch it and come out with different types of changes. Or you could do like an ad or something with the concept, because I don't think the concept's pretty unique, I think, and I think that would be kind of cool to see if someone actually could really do it this way. Jesus, across the street. Oh, fuck. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the story. So it really could be either we actually do the story, or I could write about it. And I think that would be, either way, I think it would be complex. It would probably take a little bit to really figure everything out. But, so yeah, instead of the news today, that's kind of, I wanted to see if people were interested in that. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do this a couple times and maybe come up with the idea and do like a 5-minute or 10-minute kind of little thing where I talk about it that way. So yeah, that's it for the 43rd episode. I think we're back. I think I'm going to try and record. We were pretty good for like about 40 days in a row, which is kind of crazy. And then obviously took that little break. Now we're back, so I'm not going to make any guarantees here. But follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Designs by Ram. All one word, spelled how it sounds. That's still the same. So go ahead, follow me there. And then Adam Speaks on iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube. Leave a review on iTunes. That'd be great. We're trying to get it into the top 200, top 100, I don't know. Trying to get into some ranking. So leave a review. So that's it for today's episode. We'll be back. Maybe tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. All right, that's it.